Jason, who's not on the program here, but he'll be good filler. This is Jason.
I'm also going to read mine because I'm always scared of speaking in front of an audience, but I just felt like I should write this all out and had to get it out. So you have to look pretty hard to find people who know less about football than I do. But I played football, flag football as a kid, but I really don't follow it at all. And now that my younger son Cole has become football obsessed in the last few months, I thought I'd use this as an occasion to do a little bit of research. So I did that research, and I put together a list of things that I didn't know about the Super Bowl that's coming up. And so even though our beloved Giants won't be in the game, Niners won't be in it until next year. I hope you find this interesting. The first thing I didn't realize is that 40% of Super Bowl watchers are not football fans. Now, lots of people who will never watch another game all year will tune into this one because they want to be part of this one national event. It's kind of like the President's State of the Union address. However, national event or not, most people would rather go to the bathroom than actually watch football. This is true. This, of course, has everything to do with commercials, which now cost upwards of $3 million for a 30-second spot. 58% of people would rather take their bathroom breaks during the game than miss the commercials. Which brings me to the next point. The Super Bowl uses a lot of water. An estimated 90 million people flush the toilet during Super Bowl halftime. If the average toilet uses 2 gallons of water per flush, that's 180 million gallons of water flowing at once, or 3.5 minutes of water flowing over Niagara Falls. So, when you really have to go, but the bathroom is occupied, or it's first and goal, or there's a Budweiser commercial, just pause and visualize 180 million gallons of water flowing over Niagara Falls. I'm sure that will help. Another thing that I didn't really fully appreciate is that only 25% of women watching the game actually enjoy it. It's probably just a coincidence, but a report by Medco Health Solutions from 2 months ago says that 1 in 4 women take prescription medication for mental health. Coincidence? Correlation or causation? I don't know. What's that?
She said, did Liz read this?
I also didn't know that there have been efforts made to make the sport more interesting to women. And there are now several football leagues for women. There is the IWFL, the Independent Women's Football League, the WPFL, the Women's Professional Football League, the WFA, the Women's Football Alliance, if that is a league, I'm not sure. And seriously here, the LFL, the Lingerie Football League, which is played with full pads but less than full uniforms. So if you want the fun of owning a professional football team, and you don't want to pay $1 billion, buy a women's team. As far as I can tell, there is no Bay Area women's football team. Regionally, the Super Bowl spending is highest, and viewership is highest in the North. Of the top 10 states, the first 5 are the northern Midwestern states. 1 through 5 are Indiana, Illinois, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. After which is Louisiana, and then the mid-Atlantic states of New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. It's an anomaly, however, for the Super Bowl to be held in a cold weather climate. As usually the Super Bowl is held in a warm weather climate. It's been in Miami 10 times, New Orleans 9 times, LA 7 times, Tampa 4 times, San Diego 3 times, and twice in each of Houston, Atlanta, and Phoenix. It was in San Francisco once in 1985. But even though it's in Indianapolis this year, over the last 40 years, the Super Bowl has been, over the last 40 years the Super Bowl's been around, it's been just another way that we as a society continue to send money south of the Mason-Dixon line. The other money line in football, of course, is the yellow line on the TV that represents the line of scrimmage. This turns out to be a little gold mine. It costs $20,000 per broadcast to show that yellow line. And there are 256 games, so it works out to be just over $5 million a season. Follow that little yellow line and you'll find a little yellow leprechaun clutching a golden pigskin. Actually, one thing that I didn't realize is that a football is just called a pigskin. In truth, footballs were actually never made out of pigskin. The term pigskin comes from 150 years ago when crude soccer balls were made from pig's bladders. NFL footballs come from cowhide, and it takes 3,000 cows to supply the leather for a year's supply of footballs for the NFL. It seems like it would be a lot more pigs. Super Bowl Sunday is Avocado Day. On Super Bowl Sunday, football fans eat 8 million pounds of popcorn, 29 million pounds of chips, and 58 million pounds of avocados. So for every pound of chips we eat 2 pounds of avocados. I had no idea that avocados were so popular across America and can't even contemplate the logistics of moving 58 million pounds of avocados to all arrive ripe, not too firm, and just in time for the Super Bowl in February. Another thing I didn't appreciate is that it's also more a day of eating than of drinking. It's the second largest day of food consumption behind only Thanksgiving. But with 52 million cases of beer sold, Super Bowl Sunday ranks as the 8th biggest day of the year for beer consumption. This may have something to do with it being on a Sunday or being in the evening, and many people have to go to work the next day. However, on the Monday after the big day, 6% of people call in sick to work, and antacid sales increased 20%. And so I wish you all a fun, avocado-filled, beer-soaked, yet hangover-free Super Bowl.